Many thanks for joining us on the Value Chain TV News Update. My name is Chat Moses. And on the news update, the president of the International Press Institute, Musikilu Mojid, has stressed the importance of protecting Nigeria's civil space to uphold democracy and media freedom. Speaking at the IPI 2024 annual conference in Abuja, Mojid described the theme, democracy, media freedom, and the imperative of protecting the Nigerian civil space as timely and essential.
Your commitment to press freedom and democratic values is invaluable. To our members and guests, I encourage you to participate actively in the discussions, ask questions, and share your thoughts. Your contributions will enrich our conversation and inform our collective effort to promote democracy, media freedom, and civic space in Nigeria. Let us work together to build a society where journalists can work freely, without fear of intimidation or harassment. Let us advocate for policies and practices that promote transparency, accountability, and the free flow of information. I don't want to make a long speech because there are a lot of speeches that will be made here today. Thank you again for joining us. I look forward to our discussions and to working together to advance our shared goals. Welcome to the IPI Nigeria Annual Conference.
Meanwhile, the IPI board chairman, Kabiru Yusuf, further noted that journalism faces growing challenges, emphasizing that press freedom is crucial for safeguarding other societal freedoms. He added that the conference aims to address these issues and reaffirms the role of a free press in democracy.
We do have the LUK, which is a union, and like all unions, its concerns are the concerns of the workers. How do we handle the working conditions of the working journalists? We have the guild of the editors, some of the members are here, some of the... And we know the guild, like all guilds, is a group of professional, skilled people who again are mostly concerned about the standards, the ethics, things to do to advance the profession. And I think you also know that we have the MPAN, which is the Publishers Association. Now the MPAN is like a trade association. Then its main concern is to look at the overall, interests of the industry. Because this is no more about journalism, because it's a constituent aspect of it. It's also about the mechanics of journalism. How do you print the newspaper? How do you buy newsprint? How do you do distribution? There are so many things involved. The MPAN is very well positioned to address those issues. And together we have the Nigerian Press Organization. Because there's some intersections, we also have all these groups coming together under the MPO in order to see, because the concern of the working journalist is also the concern of the editor, or the editors, is also concern of the publishers who are in the MPA.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has pledged an inclusive approach to governance under the President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, ensuring that no one, including the media, would be left behind. This was revealed at the International Press Institute IPI annual conference in Abuja, where he commended the media's unwavering role in Nigeria's democratic journey. He described the media as consistent, bold, fearless, and a critical voice in speaking truth to power, emphasizing its importance as a cornerstone of democracy.
And that freedom does not come unbridled. It is knowing that media freedom involves knowing and acknowledging the immense power that the press wields as shapers and molders of public opinion and the permanent public record, and not giving to the abuse of that power. In closing this opening remarks of mine, let me stress that the civic space must be a civil space as well. There must be room for nuance, for healthy debate, for not always rushing to demonize those we disagree with. At the same time, there's ample room for holding institutions to account, whether public or private. And yes, those elected and appointed to public office must always understand that they keep these offices in trust for the people and owe it to these owners to be accountable at all times. These truths can and must coexist if we want to forge a stronger democracy as the foundation for the strong and prosperous Nigeria of our dreams. I look forward to listening to all our speakers today and to their insights on the important things of democracy, press freedom, and the sanctity of the Nigerian civic space. Thank you for your kind attention.
Now moving to economic matters, Nigeria's leading financial institution, OPay, has been recognized with the prestigious IFIC Award for Financial Inclusion Innovation by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. The award was presented at the 2024 International Financial Inclusion Conference, IFIC, a flagship event that convened global thought leaders, regulators, and industry stakeholders to strategize on accelerating financial inclusion across Africa and beyond. The award reinforces OPay's compliance with regulatory standards and its pivotal role in advancing Nigeria's financial inclusion goals, aligning with the CBN's mission to achieve a 95% financial inclusion rate by 2024. Still on economic matters, the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDMB, Engineer Felix Omoshola Ogbe, has challenged practicing journalists and other media stakeholders to deploy their skills in interrogation of the report on Nigerian content's performance in the oil and gas industry. This, he said, was to make facts behind the resounding success in-country value addition known to citizens. He said these while speaking at a one-day workshop for media, where he noted that the board has chosen forums to bring practitioners up to speed with its activities. Ogbe advised the media to interrogate policy initiatives and planned interventions of the NCDMB and also follow up and ensure that the board is able to accomplish them. At the same media workshop, NCDMB reviewed an upward review of its community contracting financing scheme by raising the single obligo from 20 million to 100 million naira to enable contractors in host communities secure and execute reasonable contracts in the oil and gas industry. According to NCDMB's boss, Engineer Felix Ogbe, this measure will minimize or completely eliminate conflict and thus create a peaceful and harmonious operating environment for oil and gas companies in host communities. Ogbe, who was represented by the General Manager, Corporate Communications and Zonal Coordination, Barrister Esueme Dan Kikile, said the board has identified the integration of host communities into the oil and gas supply chain as one of the critical enablers of a strategic goal to reach 70% by 2027. And it added that this would also implement the Back to the Creeks initiative, designed to deepen the contributions of the oil and gas industry to local communities through support of basic education. And lastly, on sports, the National Basketball Association NBA Nigeria has hosted its first junior NBA clinic for 100 boys and girls from ages 10 to 17, as well as a coaching clinic for 50 local coaches in Kano State. The event, which was held at the Sani Abacha Stadium indoor basketball court, was part of the league's commitment to help grow the broader basketball ecosystem in the country. Speaking to newsmen in Kano, the Vice President and Head of NBA Nigeria, Gbemisola Abudu, explained that the event also aims to make the game more accessible across the country. And with these, we conclude the Value Chain TV News Update. I remain Chat Moses. Many thanks for watching.